Hey guys, this is Josh Valencia from Good Break Studios. We're going to be checking out the Supercharger from Native Instruments. It's their newest compressor plugin. It was free throughout the holiday season, but I believe it's on sale for only $49.99 now from their site. Go ahead and check it out. They have a demo as well. Pretty sweet plugin. We're going to go ahead and listen to this beat that we're going to use as an example without the plugin engaged. So again, the channel it was on is muted. We're going to use it in parallel today, so you weren't hearing it at all there. So let's go ahead and get the plugin engaged. I'm going to solo it. I have the sound of the kick and snare going through buses, and they're set to pre, so that's how we're going to hear it through this bus here. Let's go ahead and give it a listen. You could really hear it did open up. All I did was turn up the big knob in the middle. The big knob controls all your air quotes here, your little air quote. I'm doing that because you can't see me. Your harder controls for a compressor. That includes, what is this knob here? Oh, that's just presets. Anyway, it controls the threshold, attack, and release. And there's a few other little magic things going on with that knob. I think it also controls some of the parameters in the punch and dirt, but I'm not completely sure. It does change the character of these two buttons, but we'll get there soon enough. If we start off with the trim knob, if we're going to explain this thing, this is kind of where you dial in. I know that Kush, their plugin, has a similar feature where you kind of get to dial in, really focus how the plugin's going to work, and make sure that you're getting the most out of it. So they do help you dial it in just right. A little help in gain staging there. From there, we go to the sidechain button. If you have a sidechain input, you really want to get this thing pumping your song. You go ahead and use a sidechain there, or for a host of other things. If you just want to, duck things when other things are louder, you could always use a sidechain for that. It has your traditional metering in an untraditional fashion. So we have to the left, we have gain reduction. To the right, we have the output. We have a punch. Wow, my voice is kind of jacked up. Sorry, guys. And then there's the dirt, which is kind of a distortion. It sounds a little harsh to my ears, but I guess in the right setting, you could get it to work. It has your wet and dry if you're using it. If I had both instances of stylus playing, like a full beat, I could just drop this on it and then control parallel through there, which is nice. And then there's your output in case you want to dial it back. I know that I'm already clipping here, so I can see here that I should dial it a little back. Let's see. Let's listen to the plugin a little more. All right, so let's go ahead and start playing with the buttons. So we did see that. I'm just gonna just play this beat and fiddle with it. You could really tell that the parameters changed really, really radically as I was using this. Between 7 and 10, there's a lot more variance than there is between 1 and 7. So I guess the plugin needs to be calibrated a little better because I'm not hearing an even distribution of change within the parameters that are behind the big knob. Because between 7 and 10, it gets absolutely crazy. Let's go ahead and listen to punch and dirt. So you could really hear that the punch really made the kick knock. It did bring down the snare a little bit, but if you really want to emphasize your kick, it's a great way to do it. Let's go ahead. I'm going to keep punch on and engage dirt. So again, straight off the bat, you don't really need to think about it or listen to it a ton. It's really obvious. It adds a really nice top end crunch, which in the right setting would be perfect to my ears for what I do. For the most part, it's not necessarily what I'm looking for, and I wish, just a little more control in terms of focusing where that dirt is within the frequency spectrum would be awesome. So let's go ahead. I'm going to dial in a nice little setting here, just really compress it, and I'll fiddle with it, but I'm going to use it in parallel. So let's go ahead. I'm going to drop this all the way down on solo and bring it up as I see fit. thanks for watching a video on Supercharger. And go ahead and check it out. Try it out for yourself. It's a decent plugin. Not something that I would use all the time, but something that, you know, if I just needed a quick fix, you can just throw it on there and it works great. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later in 2014. Bye-bye.